true that we must look into the qualification of police officers. Because what she's saying, I've encountered that personally. When you raise an issue and they think that you talking in English is now, and you are intimidating them. It's not our problem. It's not our problem. We just went to school. I want to say that it is clear that the war has been declared by the government. The government has declared war against the people. And I want to tell Kenyans that this thing is not about the young people alone. This is a war to survive. This is a war to protect the future. Parents and the elderly. This is a war to protect the future of your children and your grandchildren. Do not leave it to the youth alone. We are fighting this thing because we are very certain that if we don't do it today, then we are not even certain of being here tomorrow. And life is for the moment. And that's why I said, 25th June is decided. There's nothing that will change it. There's nothing that Kenya Kwanza regime under President Ruto is going to change, to do, that will change the mindset of Kenyans, that there's something good that can happen. Unless they wake up tomorrow and give back people like Rex Masai, Denzel Omondi, and the 60. If they walk into the mortuary today and wake up Albert Ojwang, then things can change. But until then, we are going to march in solidarity with those who are killed and cannot stand and defend themselves. Finally, I want to say that the shooting of Bonface Mwangi is not something that we can say that happened as an accident. That was a communication by the police of their intentions. So the question should be, if Bonface Karaoke was shot live on cameras, how many people have been shot behind the cameras? How many Kenyans have been brutally murdered away from the TVs? Mm-hmm. How many Kenyans have been brutally abducted and disappeared? KNHCR says that 82 cases of abductions were recorded. And up to now, 29. People do not know where 29 are. Where are these people? And that's why we said the buck stops the president. President will need to come up and tell us, where are these 29 people? One life is very, very important. So you are talking about 29. Okay. This is a whole family. If it was from one person, from one lineage, this is a whole family that has disappeared. That's why we say we must operate within the confines of the Constitution. And I've seen Robert Alai saying that if young Kenyans come up to protest, they are also going to send their people to, I don't know, protest or defend. That's why I said, what will happen on 25th June will depend on how the police will respond. And I've been to these demonstrations, and I want to tell you, no Kenyan walks and starts fighting the police. It is the police who comes and start beating and throwing tear gas at the peaceful protesters, and that's where the war starts. So if IG Kanja is watching or is listening, let him talk to his boys and make them understand that nobody is coming to the streets with the intention to fight. But that does not mean that if they start war, people will run away from them. People will fight. You will have to protect yourself.
Right. I don't remember you mentioning or giving your thoughts about CJ Maraga's...
CJ Maraga, yes, it's good that he's coming out as one of the candidates for presidency. We are a democracy, and I think him coming up, it's a good thing, so that we have enough space for practicing democracy and people have enough choices to make for. And also should remind William Ruto that it is not within his confines of powers to decide whether to hand it over or not. The Constitution does not even require him to be there in the first place.
He will be in jail.
He can be, we can take that power while he's already starting to serve his second term in jail. So he should not be worried about handing over power. In fact, that communication is an indication that he has made peace with the fact that he is headed home. In fact, he is home. So he should not worry as, handing power, nothing. Okay. We will take power and we will organize this country and we will give the Kenyan people what they deserve as by the Constitution. Right. And people like the police who are misbehaving with their bosses, we know where we will put them. Those who are eager to get second term, they will get that committee.
All right. Hans, wrap it up for us.
Fred, today I've been a good listener. you know, at times you listen until you have to ask yourself between words and facts. Do you know why Maraga can never be a sweet candidate to some of my panelists here? It's because the intention is not to fight for Kenyans. The intention is...
Don't speak on our behalf.
I haven't said everyone.
No, let us inform him.
No.
He cannot speak on our behalf. No, he cannot make such a
perspective.
If the perspective don't involve us with his opinion.
It is his opinion.
But
he has the right.
He's including us.
No.
I've given him the platform.
Hold on. I haven't said...
Speakers, I.
Jerry.
First person.
Hold on.
Let's give him time. Let's give Hans time.
Whether we like it or not, we'll say it. people pushing their presidential candidates because they have ambitions of having certain positions in government. Let me tell you what politics in Kenya is. People today from Nyanza will pursue supporting Raila Odinga because Raila Odinga is a strong leader in Nyanza and therefore to get positions in ODM. If you go to Rift Valley, there'll be more in UDA. If you go today to Mount Kenya, there'll be more in DCP. You get it? There'll be no about the likes of Maraga wanting to become president. Today, Matiang'i is very strong in Kisii than Maraga. There'll be few Kisii supporting Maraga. They'll go to Matiang'i's. And therefore, I was trying to tell you, Maraga is not a sweet candidate to pro-politicians who go into the street to use the weaknesses in the government to push in, to support in their candidates. But lastly, to give us my last statement, more as we wait for this 25th demonstration, I want to tell youth, before you go to the street on 25th, I want you to read the budget that the government has placed in for the next financial year. See the things that government has planned to do for the country, and also study the finance bill well, so that you compare whatever you are being asked to pay under finance bill if you are going to get it in the budget. So that by the time you go to the street, you are informed. Mm-hmm. Do not go to the street feeding on information from someone else. Make an effort as an individual. And that's why at times I feel people can even, before we go and talk much on several kind of platforms we are given, you should even be given just a few minutes to define a budget that a government has been placed, if you know, or the finance bill if you read, so that we don't misguide or misinform Kenyans on things that we do not even know for our own personal interests and gains that we want. But lastly is, whatever it
Our
is,
time is up, yeah.
whatever the government is planning, Fred, today, there's more good. There's no perfection. There are things that are wrong that we don't support. But there's more good that the government has achieved. And we want to encourage the media to at least do a bit of cover up of what the government has achieved so far.
Mwangi, what is this that is so pressing